Good morning everyone, today we're going to be talking about how to increase your DPS without actually upgrading your gear or investing into augments. But before we jump into all of that, if you're new to the channel, I upload NGS content daily, so if you do play this game, I would really appreciate a subscribe as it really helps out the channel. Anyway, without further ado, let's begin the video. So today's video is going to be all about the add-on skills. A lot of people tend to forget about their add-on skills because it came out like ages ago back in the Kavaris update, and they didn't really do a very good job in the tutorial to show you how to actually use the add-on skill system and what it actually does. As we can see over here on the main effect, over here there are 10 different stats which apply to your entire account. So let's say that I switch over to my ship 1 character. All of these stats over here carry over to my ship 1 character because we're on the same account. Even if I switch to ship 3, switch to ship 4, whatever, as long as it's on the same account, all of these stats carry over. So for example, my melee weapon potency, I actually gain 5% melee potency, and this is account-wide. It's very, very powerful. But you do need to get it to level 20. And so the main one that I want to focus on today is going to be critical hit potency up. So this is your critical damage. You can see that I'm currently level 18 and I want to get it to its maximum level, which is level 20, which is actually going to increase my critical hit damage by 10%. As you can see right now, it's an increase of 9%. Now, some people might be a little bit confused and say, Karo, that clearly says 109%. That's not 9%. It's just the way that NGS as well as base PSO2 does things. It's just really weird. They just like to add the percentage on top of 100% for some reason. But nevertheless, that's the explanation on why I say over here that I actually gain 9% crit damage and not 109%. But basically, once you get onto the add-on skill list, you can simply go through every single class over here to see what add-on skills they actually give. So for example, the Gunner gives a very useful one where it's offensive photon blast gauge accumulation up. So basically, every time you hit an enemy, your photon gauge will charge up. This charges up even faster. As you can see over here, my PB gauge increases 20% faster than normal because I have this at level 20. However, there are main stats over here which are very good for utility base. For example, the Bouncer main effect, Dash and Glide PP recovery, Photon Power natural recovery 95% at level 19. And if I do get this to maximum, which is level 20, I gain 100% PP natural recovery while I'm moving around, which means I'll recover Photon Power the same speed as if I'm standing still or if I'm running around, which is incredibly useful, especially against a lot of boss fights such as Dual Quest or even the Darkfall Solace quest, because it allows me to move around to avoid attacks, but I still regenerate my Photon Power equally as fast. So getting this to level 20 is a huge quality of life improvement, but just getting any levels on it is also a very big deal because by default, if you don't have this add-on skill, your Photon Power doesn't regenerate when you're moving around, which means you actually have to stand still and be a stationary target in order to recover your Photon Power, which is not very good. Then we look at the Waker's main effect, and this simply just gives us more Photon Power. As you can see, mine's currently level 19, which gives me 19 Photon Power across the board on all of my characters on this account. It's very, very nice. But with all that said and done, how do we actually get add-on skills? What you want to do is you want to go to your class counter over here, and right here there are add-on skills. You click on it and you want to click on generate add-on skills. Over here you're going to have a list of all the different classes, and for today's video we're actually going to go to the fighter class over here, and we're going to generate an add-on skill level 1 over here. The reason why we want to reroll level 1s and not level 3s is simply because of the cost. This is a huge Meseta sink. So as you can see over here, add-on skill 1 is actually going to cost us 5,000 Meseta per attempt. Add-on skill level 2 is going to cost us 10,000 Meseta, and add-on skill level 3 is going to cost us 50,000 Meseta. Now the difference between add-on skill 1, 2, and 3 is going to be the level that it rolls. So for example, on add-on skill level 3, it's the most expensive one, costs us 50,000 per roll, but it's going to guarantee that our sub effect is going to be level 10 or higher, and if your main skill is lower than level 10, it's going to guarantee that you get a level 10 skill or above for your main effect, okay? However, once you generate a level that is above level 10, you can no longer drop down. So you can see over here, even though I use add-on skill 1, which is only going to cost me 5,000 Meseta, my main effects level is going to be level 18 or higher. It cannot roll below level 18 because I'm currently on critical hit rate potency up level 18. So you can't go below that. However, your sub effects can go below that. because you can see over here, it'll generate level 1 or higher. So these sub effects, you're at the mercy of RNG. But the main thing I'm going to be focusing on is going to be the main effect, because I want that extra crit damage. So we're just going to try over here. We have 60 cubes to roll. As you can see here, I got level 18, so that is not good. So I will not be registering the skill, because as you can see, the critical hit potency up is level 18. Level 18, no improvement there. I actually lose my HP sub effect, which actually gives me 15 HP, and I don't need PP recovery upon joining a trial. So I'm just simply not going to register that. Then I'm going to roll again. It's going to ask you, would you like to roll again? I'm going to click yes. And let's try this one more time. And again, we got undesirable stats over here, so we're not going to register, and we're going to try again. Now, before I burn through all 57 of my fighter EX cubes, we need to talk about what resource we actually need to generate add-on skills. So in order to generate an add-on skill, you need your class-specific EX cube. In order to generate these EX cubes, you simply over level. After you hit level 75, every time you level up, you gain 10 EX cubes. So you can see over here for my Braver EX cubes, I have almost 8,000 of them. That's simply because I've leveled over 800 times on my Braver, because I only play the Braver class, or it's my main class, which is why I have so many Braver EX cubes compared to all the other classes where, you know, I don't have as many. You can see my Waker, my Bouncer, and for Fighter, I do have 57 because I've been farming a bunch of these Fighter EX cubes. So these cubes are needed in order to generate those add-on skills so that you can benefit from all of those free stats. But with that being said, I'm gonna blast through all 57 of these Fighter EX cubes. I'm gonna be re-rolling this over and over until I get the level 20 critical hit potency up. We do have 56 more cubes. I am not expecting to get level 20 by re-rolling this over and over. However, yeah, let's just try our luck. And congratulations, I just spent 300,000 Meseta. I used all 60 of my fighter EX cubes, and I did not get an increase in my critical damage at all. As we can see over here, it did not roll anything above level 18, so I'm still at 9% crit damage. So that is very unfortunate, but that is one of the risks about add-on skills. They are very powerful if you can get them to level 20. For example, the Braver one actually gives you 10% crit rate, but with our current weapon, we don't need any crit rate. But nevertheless, they are very, very powerful. It's just very expensive and very RNG based to try to get it to level 20. So what I recommend is, as you can see over here, I've got most of them at level 18, level 19. Probably aim for about that level and you should be good enough. You know, I would probably say level 15 for most people at the bare minimum, and you're probably going to be pretty well off. But if you're incredibly lucky and you do get it to level 20, that is very, very nice. Just understand that you are gambling with your Meseta, because remember, each roll is 5,000 Meseta. So it does add up incredibly quickly if you are really, really unlucky. Like for example, for my Bouncer add-on skill over here, the Dash and Glide PP recovery, I've rolled over 2,000 times and I'm still at level 19. And it really pains me to say this, but to roll 2,000 times is 10 million Meseta. I wasted 10 million Meseta trying to re-roll this to get this to level 20, and it didn't happen. So just be careful when you're leveling up your add-on skills over here and not to overspend, because your Meseta just disappears like that if you just spam the enter key and press the escape key over and over and over and go full autopilot. And that's how I lost 10 million Meseta in like an hour. Basically, I just sat there smashing the enter key hoping to get level 20, and it didn't happen. So again, I just recommend people probably aim for level 18, level 19, and you should be good there, because the difference between level 19 and level 20 is literally a 5% PP natural recovery over here. And if we look at the fighter's critical hit damage, it's literally 1%. From the difference between level 18 and level 20 is 1% crit damage. So, you know, it's really endgame stuff and min-maxy stuff, but it's nice to have at least level 10. You can guarantee that with 50,000. You just pay that once, guaranteed level 10. Get level 10 add-on skills on all of your classes, and that's going to be a huge power boost for your account if you haven't unlocked any add-on skills yet. But after that, you know, just try to aim for the highest you can on all of the different stats, because again, this is account wide and it definitely does help quite a bit. Special thanks to all the members for supporting the channel. It really means a lot to me. Thank you again. But yeah, that's all I wanted to cover in today's video. Hopefully you guys found it helpful. If you did, I would appreciate a like and a subscribe, and I'll see you guys in tomorrow's video. Bye!